Hey, hi. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites. Hey, folks, if you joined us last time for some swarm grinder action, you probably are well aware that we did not get the W, unfortunately. We really wanted it. We worked for it. We had a good setup going. Just didn't have what it took to get it all the way there when it came down to it. Look at this, the mortar. I have not used this yet, so I'm excited about this. So I thought, you know what? Let's come out here. Let's do some swarm grinding, and let's try this new character, the Butcher. Now, the Butcher sports the blade right off the bat and can use some additional items that we haven't seen yet, like the mortar. So I think this is going to be an interesting run either way, just so we can see some new stuff out here. Speaking of, you know, we could just go heavy on the blades since we already have a blade weapon. Let's do that. I think that makes sense. And then every time we upgrade blades, we'll be getting double value, right? Isn't that how that works? Because math? Anywho. Folks, I am out here with a really great drink this evening. I gotta tell you, I have a Mayan cacao roast, and this is ground cocoa with a nice little spice to it. It's got some cayenne. We're out here heating things up because I don't know if you've heard, it's gotten a little cold out there. All right, let's go with it. Homing missiles. Holy cow. That sounds okay. All right, so we've got 2 launchers and 2 blade weapons. I'm good with that. So now when we get the arsenal upgrade with all the passives that say, hey, this is going to affect blade, or hey, this is going to affect launcher, we're going to be doubling down left and right. It's great to hear it. So cheers to you out there. This is one of those games that you can play with one hand for the most part, and so left hand works the Wazda, right hand works the cup of cacao. Cheers to you, everybody. All right, I think we're going to go with an upgrade to the blade, since that is the primary weapon. And, you know, increases crit chance of skills tagged with blades. I mean, that's where we're going to get that double value. Let's do that. If this is your first time taking a look at Swarm Grinder, what we have here is a really neat take on Bullet Heavens, where we are trying to uncover mining zones. 25 of them right now, to be exact. You can see our progress in the lower left there. We've uncovered 4 so far. And we just want to survive and try to uncover all the zones. But as we do that, we are grinding out insectoid eggs, right? Is it fair to say that? I mean, there's some kind of breed of nasty looking creature, right? Let's go with the homing missiles. Extends count and range of missiles. Ooh, a ricochet. I mean, I like that a lot on the minigun. So let's go with it there, too. That sounds okay to me. So that's what we're going to try to do, is uncover all of these drill zones while trying to kill the insect hellspawn popping out at us. And if we can do that, we will open up a boss fight and have our opportunity at getting the big W. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's cold. It's cold, and I like a drink that can warm me up in more than one way. Well, let's go with more Ricochet, and maybe we'll add to the count next time. We were ping-ponging for a while with the weather. You know, you'd get some really nice days where I was able to go out on the bike. I have a Trek e-bike. I picked that up a couple years back, and I really enjoy getting out there on the bike when I can. But I'll tell you, when it gets cold like this, the speed of that air whipping at you, it's I don't care how many layers you got on, it's just not an enjoyable experience anymore, you know? Now, they did say the Butcher that we're playing as really packed a punch offensively, but a little bit less durable. So we got to be careful when it comes down to our health bar. Okay. Sometimes it's just a matter of waiting for your moment to jog in there and see if you can get it. I'm thinking the blades. All right, increase count of all blade skills. Cool. Oh, so we get 2 rotations now of the big blade. That's cool. That's really cool. All right, I'm a big fan of this type of build. Although I feel like I say that a lot on the channel, and then, you know, sometimes we get that L. Yeah. That's all right. So with the temperature and not liking being cold, like first thing in the morning, you know, I've been leaving a hoodie on the floor so that it's right there when I get out of bed, so I can just hoodie up immediately. And I think that's been good for the hoodie game overall. You know, I don't mind a good floor hoodie. Turns out. Blades crit chance 2 increases crit chance of skills tagged with blades, decreases cooldown on just the helicopter. I mean, yeah, let's do the decreased cooldown. And then next time, we got to look for an opportunity to boost up the mortar. Okay, let's go down this way. You know, I used to put a space heater in the master bathroom, and my wife got really pissed off about that, actually, because she kept forgetting it was there, and she stubbed her toe on it a lot coming out of the shower, you know? And it turns out coming out of the shower and stubbing your toe, like, that's not something you want to do, turns out. Vortex Blade, active blades, unleashes a whirling blade that deals area damage toward the nearest enemy. Wow, so it's a separate blade weapon? That's awesome. We'll take that. And so it also then added an additional projectile right off the bat. Ah, that's great. That's great stuff. Yeah, so that was the end of the space heater in the master bath era. It was a great time. But, you know, changes were required, so it's all right. Life goes on. You know, we've made considerations over the years to benefit the well-being of others. I will tell you that one of the more glorious times was back in the day years ago. I used to, well, I've always been, you know, a coffee enthusiast to the surprise of nobody here. But there was a point in time where I was really into the Keurig movement. And because of a broken Keurig experience, I was at one point able to call the Green Mountain company that makes the Keurig units, and they sent me a replacement. And then, wouldn't you know, the broken Keurig started working again. So do you know what I did? I said, hey, wouldn't it be great if on my nightstand there was a coffee maker where all I had to do was wake up, like halfway wake up, press a button, and out comes warm, fresh coffee right at your bedside. Folks, when I tell you I was living it up for a while, I really, this was serious stuff. I had Keurig coffee right at my bedside. And I bet you can guess what happened. Somebody didn't like the smell of the coffee being made in the bedroom. I know. She allowed it for a little bit. But, you know, we had to make considerations for the well-being of others, and well, now all my coffee is downstairs. And so you have to wake up for reals if you want coffee. It's a little bit of it's a thing. But that's okay. You know what? Life goes on. It's all right. It's all right. But for a minute, man, we were living it up there, I gotta tell you. Good stuff. All right. We took out the big guy, and we got some drops to show for it. Oh, let's get more blades count. How about that? And we're gonna go feather blades here. Why don't we just go more blades? Wow, look at that. Here's a mortar upgrade. Increases area, increases burn chance, or after the explosion, a radioactive field is created that deals damage regularly to enemies. Base damage is half of mortar's damage. God, I like all of them. Let's do the radioactive bombs. That's cool, I like that. All right. Where are we going? Where are we going next? Okay, we gotta go back down, turns out. Let's grab some fuel real quick here. Perfect. Now we are on a timer, and over time, the enemies get a little bit stronger, and I think we get into a little bit more enemy variety throughout that time as well. So, you know, you want to be fast if you can be. I mean, I'll be honest, they're getting a little bit more ferocious. I can feel it. Let's go mortar again, and increases the damage dealt to enemies by the area after the explosion, decreases cooldown, or increases launcher count by 1, which would mean we're also going to have more radioactive action out there by proxy. So let's do that. Holy cow. We are getting surrounded. These guys are getting pretty aggressive out here, I'd say. All right, now let's try and grind a little bit. Just a little bit at a time. Okay. Take them around in a circle. Let's grab a sip real quick here. Cheers to you. I really appreciate everybody's support. I've been talking about it on and off that, you know, the month of November has just, it's been wild out here, folks, and you're all a huge part of it. We'll be talking more about it, but it's been a real record breaker. Doesn't even do it justice. So we'll talk more about that when we do the update video and get into all the stats as we do. That said, it's good news. It's good news. All right. Wonderful. Well, let's get over here before these eggs grow back. We're at 13 out of 25. We still got a long way to go. So let's make a deal right now. If this first one doesn't net us the W. Now, look, I'm not saying I'm giving up. That's not what's happening. But if it doesn't give us the W, we're going to lock right in. We're going to do a second. We'll call this a warm-up. I'm just getting a little bit concerned at the loss of health and versus the level of aggression that we're seeing from some of these enemies. All right, let's grab these hearts and let's go down this way. I wonder if the Gatling gun does have a heck of a lot of value going for it because it's got the range versus the blades, which, don't get me wrong, they're great, but you know, the range is just extremely limited. Okay. I do think the mortars are pretty excellent, I'll say that. And now that we've officially gotten them once, I wonder if the other character is able to use them as well. I'm not sure how that works. Let's get the cleaver, and I was gonna say let's expand the area, but that's not an option. So let's just go with the crit chance of all the blade skills, because that will, of course, benefit several of our tools. Yeah, that mortar is pretty strong. I think next time we get an opportunity, I'm gonna upgrade that again. Okay. One more trip around the circle should do it. There we go. And let's see, the mortar did not pop, but the vortex blade did, and I feel like that hasn't gotten a whole lot of love yet. Increases damage, but also increases cooldown. Moving continuously for 2 seconds increases movement speed. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess let's do that. Kind of a nice passive to have. Truth be told, I don't think I stop moving very often. So that works pretty well. All right, we're gonna... Oh, boy. Oh, man. I got too aggressive. Too aggressive. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go back to the main menu here. We're gonna go into new game. We are going to the workshop, and let's see, is there anything we want to grab that might help out this time? I'm gonna say no, because we've already got the burn up. I can't afford this, unfortunately, because I would look to put into that. But we are still going in with more meta progression than we had last time. So I think this could work out. And we're gonna remain positive. This is gonna be the run. This is the one. All right, I'm gonna go Arsenal this time. And I am going to look to beef up our Gatling gun. And I'm going to look for the scatter shot. And I plan on putting a lot of points into the Arsenal passives as well, if we can. We'll go for Ricochet first. Oh boy. All right. I'm going to go with the Lucky Charm. Enhances the abilities of critical hits. Perfect. Nice gasoline pickups right in a row. I'm trying to move a little bit faster this time too. I think that might have hurt us last time around. Let's go with the Arsenal. Increases all knockback effects, increases explosion chance of all skills tagged with rapid fire, increases damage dealt by skills tagged with blades. Well, I guess we are going to go with a bladed weapon. Which I think if paired up with the Gatling gun, it won't be the worst thing. If given the choice, I'd probably go with the feather blades. Now, let's see what we got here. There's the feather blades. Let's do it. Okay. Now let's keep rocking here. I'm going to go for this one because it's really close to the cooldown station. And the durability of this bot compared to the other, it's already a game changer. Let's do... You know, let's go with that. A little bit of a general damage increase. Got a quick sip here. Cheers, folks. It's just got a little bit of a burn at the end there, but a nice one. You know, that back of the throat heat. It just warms you up a little bit. It's nice. Okay. I think we'll go Ricochet. And we are going to keep moving along here. I was thinking about it after playing this the other day. You know what the color scheme kind of reminds me of? Just a little bit. Dome Keeper. It's another game that we played on the channel that is quite enjoyable. I'll tell you, I put together a Dome Keeper video. We're going to go with that Lucky Charm down there. I made a Dome Keeper video. Increases crit chance of all skills tagged with rapid fire. Increases global crit damage. Oh, wow. All right, let's go with this one. So when crits pop, they're going to be extra juicy. I made a Dome Keeper video showing off the artillery dome. I had such a good time. It was a great run. Do you know what? For some reason, my video recording tool hung at the menu screen. So all the audio was there, but the video just stayed at the game's menu screen the entire time. Folks, I can't post that. That's not going to work. It's just not going to work. But I opened up the Tesla Tower, which is very exciting. After landing, blades create a damaging area, increases count of all blades, increases area and projectile lifetime. Let's go with the AoE thing for the blades. It doesn't sound bad. So at some point, I am going to go ahead and create a Dome Keeper video showing off the Tesla Tower because it looks like a lot of fun. And, you know, a couple weeks back, somebody was commenting on one of the other Dome Keeper videos that I had done, telling me about both the artillery tower and the Tesla Tower, and had said that the Tesla Tower was a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. Okay, let's go with reduction to cooldown. Sounds okay. Let's grab all this. You know, this boss seems like it's going down a lot faster than last time, doesn't it? I feel like that guy stuck around with us for a while last time. Probably helps that we've got stuff that lights him on fire. Okay. Let's go with quick blades again and blades damage. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, perfect. Back to rocking and rolling. We are 10 out of 25 zones. You know, I did something earlier today that I hadn't done in quite some time. I played a game that I happen to like a lot, and you know, some games you go back to and you just feel like it's like going back to seeing old friends again. You know, it's just like going home. I played a game called Vampire Survivors. You familiar with that one? I gotta tell you something. That is a game. It really is a game. Very, very enjoyable. I went back and was playing it because I'm thinking about doing a particular video. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet. It's one of those that I've been pondering it, and I think it's something I want to do, but then I kind of talk myself out of it, and I go, nope, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to see that goat. It's kind of this internal struggle that I think a lot of creators go through, you know. And we'll see. No promises. But hey, you know what? If it doesn't amount to anything, it was nice going back and seeing old friends again. And I'm happy to say that after 3 runs, I was able to clear out the, what do they call it? The Mad Forest? Is that the opening area? I think it's the Mad Forest. Maybe it's the Mad Garden. I don't know. It's an angry area filled with a lot of nasty dudes. Okay? We'll go with that. Bullets bounce from one enemy to another. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now, if we can manage to get 3 keys, as some of you are aware, that will allow us to get a couple of upgrades, which would also be quite welcomed right now. And you know, when these things are on their way, or I guess I should say when drill zones are on the way to the keys, that just works out really well. Okay. What do we got? What are the options? Let's, you know, let's go Gatling gun. Increases damage of skills attacked with rapid fire, movement speed. Oh, let's do the crit chance because we made crits juicier. So that works out. God, you know, I take these wide turns, and then you're like, oh yeah, the eggs, the egg thing. Come on, goat. Okay. All right. We're making our way there. Hey, we'll stop at this one on the way. How about that? It's not too much of a detour. I like when that happens. All right. Boy. Let's go Lucky Charms. Increases global crit damage again. Increases crit chance of all skills tagged rapid fire. Every 12th crit hit explodes. That would be cool. I think I want to go additional crit damage before we do the whole explosion thing. We are that much closer to the second of 3 keys. So let's go get that out of the way. And we've got a big wave coming here in less than half a minute, don't we? Alright, let's not get pinned in. Because again, in a second, all of this is going to open up for this larger wave, and they're going to come charging through. Which is fine. We think it's fine. Oh, look at this. This is perfect. Perfect location. Outstanding. All right, we're going to fight these guys off from the comfort and safety of our fuel station here. And then we'll go back over here, we'll open this up. I'm glad you don't take damage when it falls on your head like that. We'll go scatter shot this time, and you know what? I think that we will do piercing. That'll help. Especially when the horde's getting a little thick on us. All right, now this last key is very close. Sometimes I run into that final key and it's like 100 meters away and you just go, oh god. So this is pretty good. I'm happy about that. Oh, and there's a nice little station up there too, if we can maybe finagle that. Okay. It is just about key o'clock, which is great. Well, we had a nice fuel boost there for a second. Let's see if we can get back in that zone. There we go. Okay. Boom. So there's our 2 upgrades, both for the Gatling gun. That's awesome. Let's go with... I like this 25% boost. Shoots with a wider shooting angle and shoots its bullets 2 at a time. Yes. It's outstanding. Okay, do we go Lucky Charm? I think we do. Increases global crit damage by another 20%. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, 16 out of 25. This one is very close. Let's knock it out. Every 12th crit hit explodes. Yes, we're ready. All right, we should be seeing that proc fairly often, I'm thinking. With all the Lucky Charm stuff that we got and such. I'm watching for it. Oh, I think I saw it go off there. Perfect. All right, what do we got? I think we're gonna go scatter. Give that one some love. Slows down bullets and decreases the cooldown. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. Let's do that. We are 13 and a half in. The aggressive scorpions are still aggressive. But, you know, I think it's going okay. Right? The DPS is looking pretty good. We're fending them off here. Oh, I didn't even mean to slam into that, but I'll take it. First time you hit an enemy, deal extra damage. Oh, that could be kind of good, you know? Had to think on it over a sip. Let's go with that. Extra 4 damage on the initial strike. Why not? You know, my thought there is that there's a lot of initial strikes that happen. That's going to proc a lot. Yeah, we got some kind of helpful state. Oh, a damage station. That's perfect. Okay. I'm going to go Gatling gun this time. And we'll go crit chance. More explosions, right? I guess we go to the closer one. That was another one of my wide circles. I know. It occurred to me as soon as they popped out. All right, we're going to run back a little bit during this attack. Helps with the clearing quite a bit. And now we got to grab all the drops. Okay. We'll go scatter, and I think we'll decrease cooldown again. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Rapid fire magazine size plus 50%. Oh, let's do that. That's a huge boon to the Gatling. If I'm understanding things correct, and I think I am. I think that was a huge boon. 21 out of 25. We're almost there, folks. This build is still looking pretty solid to me. All right, we're gonna go Gatling again, and I say let's. Boy, I like both of these. Let's go with the damage. And let's see, we want to go up this way. Yeah, we're demolishing them pretty good here. Like I was saying last time, I do think that this is one of those bullet heaven games that really does a great job swinging that pendulum back and forth. You know, I wouldn't say you ever feel, well, I can only speak for me. I don't know that I have ever felt like, oh my God, I'm punishing the game, you know? Like I do in, say, something like Death Must Die. You know, we've put together those nasty, nasty builds where, you know, you almost just start to feel bad. I'm kidding, I don't ever feel bad. Let's just punish the hell out of these games, right? I love a good fuel station. Giving us those mega powers. Taking them right to Melty Town. Okay, we're coming up on the last one here, so let's go scatter shot and knock that cooldown again. And we got one more to get to, and it is not too far away. Wow. Just don't want to get surrounded on all sides. That's when it gets really tricky. Now, I think that the Gatling gun capabilities, especially all the bounces via the ricochet, I think that helps quite a bit. But I still think being surrounded is, it's a little bit of a challenge. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. So there's the final drill station. And luckily, we are very close to a fuel station as well. It's great to see. So we may need to retreat back every once in a while. Okay. I'm gonna get in here for a second, see if we get some health and fuel back. Oh, don't do it. Okay. We got to get out of there when it does that move. It's a little bit of an AoE attack. And we got to watch out for these tendrils as well. Now, if things get too crazy, we can always run back to that fuel source. Got that going for us as well. I love the location of it. But we're holding our own here, okay. Ah, couldn't quite get out of there in time, that one. Oh gosh, all right, we're getting swarmed. Wow, where did that come from? There's me running back to the fuel station. Let's go unload on this dude. Uh-oh. Got caught in there again for a second. You know what? Let's just play it safe. Let's play it safe. Get some health and fuel. All right, we're ready. Hey, we did it. Ah, that was fun. That was really, really great. 5 available upgrades, 4 are new. Let's take a look at what we can do here. Let's go back into here. Let's go, well, let's first check this. So we've got the Butcher. The Bombard is not open yet. Unlocks with Fast Feet achievement. Win the game in under 15 minutes. Holy moly. We've got some additional areas that we can check out. And of course, we've got some spending gems at this point. These would be some really great upgrades. Increases global damage by plus 40%. So I don't know. Could save them. Could consider some of this other stuff. Hey, folks. This is a game called Swarm Grinder. It's a fun little bullet heaven. And I recommend that maybe you try it or you wishlist it for a day where you're like, I got nothing to play. I got nothing to play. You know, like you do sometimes. But I really appreciate your support. And cheers, an extra cheers to those that stuck around for that second run. I know it's a longer video. I'm looking at the time here, but hey, why not? Why not? Once in a while, right? Right? At least it's not that 3-hour Returnal video. Remember that stuff? Hey, that was fun too, though. That was fun. All right, let's do this again sometime. We'll get together out there. We'll play a roguelike or a roguelite because that's what we do every time out here. And we'll give away a video game at least once a week because we like doing those too. And we can do them because of support from folks like you. Thanks so much. Have a great one out there. We'll see you again soon.